What's up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. NBA Talk with Jay. It's a Saturday night, giving out some Sunday early looks for the card. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what I do every day. Try to come on here, help you guys out, how to look at these NBA games. Like I always say, do your own research. You take whatever you like. I'm just here to help you break down the games or give you some betting insight or betting info. Let's get straight into it, man. First game up, we got the Hornets versus the Clippers here. So 1 p.m. Eastern start for the Clippers here. Obviously, they're a West Coast team playing on the East Coast. This is their seventh straight road game, first game of a back-to-back as well, where it will be this. They're wrapping up an 8-game road trip. The Clippers are so their longest of I think ever. So it's a super long road trip, starting to get to some dead zone type of spots. They stayed competitive versus the Heat, could have laid down, but they ended up staying, keeping it close in that one, guys. So we'll see what happens in this one. I like the Hornets here, man. It's a revenge spot for them. They lost November 7th of 2021. They lost 120 to 106 in Los Angeles. Now you got the early start. This is early start, obviously East Coast, 1 o'clock Eastern. Last time the Clippers were in this spot, they lost to the Knicks over there. So this is 11 o'clock body schedule. This is so the body clock for them is a 10 a.m. start for the Clippers here. So I see this being a sleepy spot. They should come out here, maybe probably missing some shots, man, not in rhythm, ready to go to the house. They probably lose both of these back to backs, but I like the Hornets here minus the 4.5. It's the only way that I can look in this game. Like I say, they've lost last 7 meetings versus the Clippers as well. So Hornets, they're at the house right now. They have to take advantage of the Clippers here being on this long road trip. So if it's one of these chances that you want to get a win over the Clippers, it's beating you seven straight times. This is a damn good chance right here, my guys. So liking the Hornets here is the only way I can look with this West Coast team on the East Coast. A very early start, liking the Hornets in this one, man. Next game up, we got the Lakers versus the Hawks, guys. I'll be honest, we don't even have a line for this one right now. Trae Young is questionable. We got LeBron out for sure. AD is questionable. Should be back in this game, man. Who knows? They don't even look like they care about playing. But this is a revenge spot, man. It's actually a lot of revenge spots on the card. So this is the only way that I can look, man. Let me just tweet the show out real quick. Yeah, this is a revenge spot for the Hawks, though. They lost on January 7th, 2022. Um, they lost 134 to 118. I'm just trying to tweet the show out real quick. Lost 134, 118 in LA. This revenge spot for the Hawks, man. Is Trae Young going to play? Who knows? If they get Trae Young in there, like the Hawks is the only way that I can look in this one. Lakers, another team. They got both of the LA teams playing at 1 o'clock Eastern, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock body start for these guys. Basically, 10 o'clock a.m. is basically how these guys are playing it, what they're used to as far as their body. The Hawks have lost 4 of the last 5 meetings versus the Lakers here. So this is one their chance to get one over on these guys. Like I say, we don't even have a line right now, but the Hawks, the only way that I can look in this one, LeBron James out for sure. Trae Young's questionable. AD should possibly be back, but who knows, my guys? Who knows? But Hawks are nothing for me in this one. That's the only way that I'm looking at this. Like I said, we don't even have a line. Who knows who's playing in this one? Next game up, we went to the streets of Chicago here. We got the Bulls laying 6.5 points. They coming off the loss versus San Antonio. Probably laid down for Pop in that one. Like I say, people don't believe in conspiracy, but I think that they really just let Pop get one of the wins that he needs for the season. But regardless of that, now you got the bounce back game. It's another revenge spot. What happened? They lost earlier this year, November 17th, in Portland. They lost 112 to 107. Like I say, Lillard had 22 points in that game. So obviously you won't have Lillard out here. Now you don't have Lonzo Ball and Caruso, but you still got Levine, still got Vucevic, you still got DeRozan out there as well, looking for a bounce back spot. They've lost 9 of the last 10 meetings versus the Blazers, guys. They're also 2-8 against the spread last 10. This is when it flips. This is when the Bulls have the better. Obviously they're playing a lot better right now than the Blazers are. Even though the Blazers they're playing some good ball. This is one of those chances for the Bulls to finally get over the hump versus this Blazers team. I see them winning and covering the spread, guys. Like the Bulls, minus 6.5. Like I say, this is a revenge spot. Bulls, the only way that I can look in this game. It's crazy because every single game I have written down is a revenge spot, and I think every one of them gonna cash. Not one just top yet. I hadn't bet anything, but like I say, I'm just helping you guys try to look out the games. I have the Bulls here. That's the heavy lean. I'll probably end up betting it. Bulls, the only way I can look in this one. 5-1 against the spread. spread last 6 home games versus a losing road team. So they beat up on these bad teams at the house, and it makes sense. Like I say, lost 9 of 10 versus the Blazers. This is your time to smack these guys up, man. Let's go over here to the next game. We're going to the streets of Detroit. We got the Cavs laying 7.5 versus the Pistons. It's simple. It's Cavs or nothing here. I'm not looking to back the Pistons here. You look at it, the Cavs, they've covered 6 of the last 7 meetings, and they are 5-1 straight up and against the spread last 6 versus this Detroit team. So we saw the Pistons the last game out, they got smacked up versus the Magic. So they can get smacked up by anybody. The Cavs, as long as they don't take them lightly here, they should come in here and win this game by double digits. Heavy lean to Cavs is the only way I could look in this one. Let's go over here to the streets of Milwaukee, man. We got the Nuggets. Nuggets low-key getting hot, man. And this is another revenge spot. They lost 109 to 120 in Denver. Milwaukee laid -6.5 in that game. Now you got them coming to the house laying 6.5. It is short. They should be laying 9.5. You know why? Jokic played in it. He didn't play in the last game, so that's why you had them laying 6.5 on the road. They took care of business, but now you got the Nuggets here on the road, and the road team has covered 4 of the last 5 meetings in between these two teams. This is the 4th straight road game for the Nuggets, but they've won 4 straight. And they've won 9 out of 12 as well, guys. The Nuggets, the only way I could look in this one. I know the Bucks are big and bad. When they have their big 3, Holiday, Giannis, and Middleton, but this also how I look at this game. They just came off a late night ESPN game, national TV game. They probably didn't practice yesterday with them having that. That was a super late game for them. How I'm seeing this, they probably laid off yesterday, and they come in here versus a Western Conference opponent. What I've noticed from the Bucks, they're not necessarily taking these games super serious, man. As long as everybody plays for the Nuggets, I like the Nuggets plus 6.5 in this game. You wait till game time, probably get 7. I think the Nuggets might surprise everyone and win this game. Like I say, revenge spot. I think they can hang with these guys. Jokic didn't play the first time around. You really look at it, who's going to guard Jokic for the Bucks? Who's going to guard him? He's a matchup nightmare. Like the Nuggets plus the points, and that one Bucks not necessarily the same this year, guys, unless they got added motivation. Let's go over here to the streets of Orlando. We got the Magic. We got the Mavs here laying 6.5. It's already coming down to 6 versus the Magic in this one. This is a tough spot, man. I like my Mavs team. I love them. So Porzingis already left the game with a knee injury. Paper plate Porzingis. Then now we may not get Luka in this one, man. I could see the Mavs laying down in this game. It's a meaningless game. It's a back-to-back spot. They play an Eastern Conference opponent. And another thing, Mobley used to be on the bench for the Mavs. He used to be an assistant coach. They didn't give him the head coach job, so now he could have some little revenge. This is another revenge spot as well for the Magic. They lost 92 to 108 January 15th in Dallas. They didn't have Wendell Carter Jr. in that game, and they barely played Mo Bamba. He only played like 15 minutes. It was also a back-to-back spot for the Magic. I believe they were coming from Philly the day before. So they've lost 5 straight meetings. And like I say, this is Mobley's old team, so I could see him have some extra motivation. Magic coming off a 20-point win. I'm not betting this team, but I would give a little bit of hesitation to the Mavs. I could see us resting Luka. Porzingis definitely probably won't play in this game. This is an uninspiring spot for the Mavs after just beating up on their old coach and Rick Carlisle. Maybe the Magic can give have some extra motivation here. I'm not betting this game, but it's not that I'm Magic the only way I can look. If you do like Mavs, I think you can get a better number in the morning. I hope that makes sense. Let's go over here to the two more games. Go over here to the streets of Minnesota. We got the Timberwolves here versus the Jazz, and this is a triple revenge spot. This team has lost 3 times already to the Jazz. We know that the Jazz are somewhat a fade right now, but it's not that simple. It's not just fade the Jazz, right? The Timberwolves, they're due to come up as well, man. They're off 2 straight losses. They come off the 3-game road trip, only went 1-2. Now, it'd be nice to get D'Angelo Russell on this one. Beverly hadn't played in forever. I know Vanderbilt was a little banged up as well, and Okogie as well. But hopefully Russell comes back, man. We get Russell and Karl-Anthony Towns definitely have to hop on the Wolves here. Like I say, triple revenge spot. They lost 3 times already earlier in December. And when you really look at it, Karl-Anthony Towns didn't play in 2 of those meetings. And the other one, D'Angelo Russell didn't play. So they hadn't played these guys with a full roster so far this year. They lost December 8th 23rd, and they lost December 31st. Each game, the Jazz land -7 in their first game in Minnesota. Then they laid 15.5 in Utah, only won by 12, like I say, without Karl-Anthony Towns. And then they laid 12 again in the next game and won by 12. Now you see the Timberwolves land 1. The line is all over them, and it's for a reason. You want to bet against the Jazz if they don't have Rudy Gobert out there. So we'll wait to see what's up with Russell in this one. I like the Timberwolves here, though. It's the only way that I can look in this game. I think that even if Russell sits out, as long as and Donovan Mitchell could come back as well, guys. But as long as Gobert is not out there, I think the Wolves should definitely win this game, get their triple revenge. They're also 4-1-1 against the spread last 6 meetings versus the Jazz. Utah 0-4 straight up, 2-8 straight up, and 2-7-1 against the spread last 10 games. Liking the Wolves there, man. Last game up, we got the Spurs versus Suns. Nothing for me on this one, man. Spurs sitting everybody. They don't care about this game. Simple. DeJounte Murray's sitting out this game. Derek White and Jakob Poeltl, however you say his name. They're sitting out. Starting center, starting 1 and 2. You could argue they're 3 best players right now. Not messing with this game. It would be Suns or nothing. Do the Suns smack them up with ease? They should, but they could also look past them and not be motivated in this game and come in here and win by a few points. I've seen it before, guys. So that's what I'm looking at tomorrow. Nothing official right now, official like a referee blowing a whistle, but I do like the Hornets. The Hawks, the only way that I could look, we'll see if Trae Young plays. We know LeBron's out for sure, but Hawks, the only way that I could look with that early start for the West Coast team. I like the Hornets -4.5. I like the Bulls as well, -6.5. I think they'll bounce back. Could only look towards Cavs and they'll win. I like the Nuggets +6.5. Probably get a better number before game time. Lean Magic, but no, I don't even lean the Magic in that game. I'm definitely staying away. I'm just saying, if you like the Mavs, I do think that Luka and Porzingis and maybe more players will sit in this one. They may lay down for the Magic and let Moby get a win. It's very possible. But like the Timberwolves as well, guys, -1. You can wait for Beverly or Russell, but this is the Wolves are getting some triple revenge tomorrow. We're howling with the Wolves. I can't howl right now because I'm losing my voice, but I do like the Timberwolves, man. Timberwolves, Nuggets, Bulls, and Hornets will be the top spots tomorrow. I did this video early. Obviously, the couple games start at 1:00 Eastern. I appreciate the real ones for being here, man. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we out, my guys. It's Cash.